Alright, and welcome back to the CSS section of our web design course. In our previous lessons, we walked through HTML and we've been able to create a project like this. So by now, you should have such a project in your project folder, or you should have such a website, because this is how far we have gotten to. Now, throughout the course, I told you that HTML forms the skeletal part of the website. What this means is that HTML forms the part of the website, the documentation part of the website. So the writings, the images, the videos, the audios on the website are what the website and the HTML actually takes care of it. Now, you can see that this website is not appealing, though it is functional. We can host it, it can work, people can just come look at it and know that it's our website, but it is not appealing. In the 21st century, in the modern days, this kind of website are not what we are looking for. We're looking for a website with a lot of styles, visually appealing content and other things. So we have to add more appealing designs or styles onto it, and this is where CSS comes in. Now, what is CSS? CSS actually means cascading style sheet. All right, cascading style sheet. So CSS. Now, they form one of the most important components of a website. So we have the component of a website being HTML, CSS, and then JS. Now we are the CSS part, and the CSS is going to take care of the styles. So let's use this analogy like your building. All right, HTML is going to form part of the bricks or the blocks that are going to be used to construct or to build the house, and then CSS will come in as the paint, and then the furnitures, the beautification of the whole house, the paintings, the area view, whatever styles you want to add to your house. That is the CSS. So we are going to add features of let's say styles onto our website. So to do that, CSS also has its own syntax. All right, it has its own syntax, and we're going to talk about them. Another thing we're going to talk about is the types of styles and ways we can add the styles to our website. There are actually three ways we can add styles to our website. The first one is inline styling. Okay, inline styling. And inline styling is when we add the styles directly to the tags, all right, side by side in the HTML element. We also have internal styling, and with internal styling, all the styles will go up at above the body tag. So in between the head and then the body tag, we will have our internal styles there, and then we have also the external styling. So the external styling is what we're actually going to concentrate on, but we'll touch on these styles a bit, and then we'll look at how they are all used in our website. So to start, we're going to talk about the inline styling, and I think with the inline styling, we'll add the styles to our tags. All right, so we'll take, for instance, the body here. You know, the body is a tag, okay, or an element. So we'll just come inside of it. We'll just add our style like this, okay, as an attribute. We pass the style as an attribute, and then we can set what we want to. So you can see that a list of elements have been put here, or attributes have been put here that we can choose from. So we want to have a feel of what it looks like. So one of the things we can do is to set the background color of our body, that is the entire website. So I'm going to choose background color, and then I will set the color that we can see. So this is it. Now I'll go there, and then you can see that this is how our website is now looking. So we have passed an inline style onto the body element or the body tag, and now we can see that our background has now changed. We can go out and look for font. We can look for font family. Let's change the font family. So let me select any of these. I'll go there, and then I'll see that the fonts have changed. You can see that right here. We can also decide to change the color of our element. So we terminate each of them with a semicolon. So I can go and say color colon. So that is the color of the text on it. We can, let me set to brown. I just want us to have a feel of how they are looking at. So I'm just selecting their colors, change them to brown. Right, okay, and when we come here, you can see that our text are all changed to brown. All right, so you see that our element keeps growing, becoming longer. This is inline styling. All right, so this is what we have for inline styling. We can add all these elements to all the different tags that we have. We can add them anywhere. All right, good. Now let's talk about internal styling. We are going to write our styles on top, in between the head and then the body tag. So we still have our style, okay, and now we will select the element one after the other. So if it's the body we want to change, now I'm going to clear the inline styles from here so that we can see the effect of the others. So if it is the body we want to change something, just as we did, we're just going to write body, and then we'll add our curly bracket there, and then we set with the background color. We choose the colors that we used at first. Let's go and see if they are working. Now you can see that they are here. Now I want to get rid of, okay, let us see when we removed all the internal style. Let's see how it changed out to be. So all right, so you see that now the background is white. Let's go and add the internal styles. Okay, when we added the internal styles, the color has now changed again. We can select different colors right here. Okay, let me change this to this color, and then we can see what is happening right here. Here we can also set the color to, let's say, to bisque, and this is what we also have right here. So that is internal styling. We can write all the styles that we want right here using the internal styling. Okay, so these are the two things, the inline and then the internal. Now let's talk about the external. All right, I'm going to remove this one here. So you just practice which one you feel comfortable with, fine, then you can just go with it. But I'll focus on the external styling. So with the external styling, we are going to create an external file for CSS. So in our Explorer, we'll go there and click on new file here. Then we can name it style.css. All right, we now create our style.css. We can create a body. All right, so we create the tag, the element, we select the element, we add curly bracket, and then we can write the styles we want. So let's say background color, let's change it to bisque or blue violet. Let's see if it is working. Now we come here, we refresh, and it's still not working. Why? Because we have created our style.css separately, and we also have our HTML separately, but we are actually writing the styles for the HTML. But the problem is that the HTML and the CSS don't have any relationship. What we need to do is to create a relationship between them. And how are we going to do it? We have to come into the head section, okay, where we have the title, we have the head section, and create a link between the CSS and then the HTML. So this is where we use the link. All right, and when we type the link, you can see that we have different links here. We have atom, we have CSS, we have favicon, we have import, we have manifest. We just select the CSS on, okay, and then automatically you see that our style is here. Style.css is here. Okay, so let's go and see. Now that they have a relationship, now we can see that our styles are now taking effect. You can go back to change the colors. So let's see, our website have this color, the background. You can see the color is now changed. All right. We can select different colors. Now your website that have dark background, dark colors, and other things, you can have these colors. You can have your color. Okay, good. So this is how we create a relationship between CSS, okay, and then HTML. In our next video, we are going to write more CSS and add up to our website. Thank you for watching this video. We'll meet in the next lesson.